literally gave us a countdown on your phone.
Okay.
I wasn't really lit. I'm really lit. It wasn't.
4, 3, 2.
Hey, y'all. Welcome to Gay Area, the Bay Area's first gay stoner sibling podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Daniel, here. Hi. Hey. How y'all doing?
Is that Harmony?
Was that?
This is your other host,
We're always
Allison
in
here.
Harmony.
How y'all doing? Harmony.
Harmony. And today's podcast episode is for divas who have ever been in a heated game of poker.
Yep.
Where you've ever been in maybe
or have ever been camping.
at a poker tent and some shit went down. Some smack talk got too smacky, and just where
The pot
emotions
got
run
too
high,
big.
It's also for divas who love to camp.
For divas who love to camp. For divas who love
For divas
divalicious
who love
moments.
Labor Day weekend.
Oh, I barely even knew that was part of it.
Do you know what Labor Day is about?
Nope. It's my weekend to camp. Yes.
That's all you know.
What is Labor Day about, Danny?
Well, I believe
I feel like it's something bad.
I believe it's very much in the title. In a day where we celebrate the laborers of the world.
Oh, cool then. Okay.
No.
Yes, but we don't let people at grocery stores have it off.
Dan,
And,
Allison.
real.
That's
Gaslighting you.
No, that's
Throw me the Baja.
That's literally what it is. Oh, also, please welcome our very special producer in your ear, but not on screen, Miss Caitlin Bailey. Hey, Caitlin, how are you?
I'm very hot. It's
We need a
She
Caitlin
needs the
cam.
woozoo for a minute.
Oh, unfortunately, the talent gets the woozoo first.
But I almost got overheated.
Yeah, well, you're not
She was
even in the
clustering
shot,
hard. She
so-
almost left the whole production.
Well,
Oh my God! It is to celebrate the laborers.
what else would it be with the
I
name
have
like
no
Labor Day?
idea. I had no idea.
I thought it was
Big
something
fucking
racist.
Fat dummies. Why would we celebrate a racist
Before it was a
holiday?
federal
I don't
holiday,
know.
Labor Day was recognized by labor activists and individual statuses. But it
Wait,
passed.
that's wild. Yet still grocery stores are open. That is crazy.
A lot of things are still open. It's like, I know not everyone gets it off.
Yeah, Labor Day is a federal holiday in the United States celebrated on the first Monday of September to honor and recognize the American labor movement.
Wait, but at least they get paid holiday. All the workers who have to work,
Yeah,
it's paid
they'll
holiday.
get paid time and a half or something.
Right.
That's cool.
So that's at
And
least
then
celebrating
also
them
you're
some
not
way.
supposed to wear white after
Yeah. Wait. Why?
because you're fat.
Let me look that up too, because I've seen that in shows.
Yeah,
but I'm
I've
not
seen
quite
that
sure.
so
No,
much
it's
too.
because you're fat and it's
I'll
like the
spill
end-
too
it's-
much ketchup on it
it's
or
like
something.
No, it's like no, it's because like the end of summer and fat people don't look good in white.
Now he's gaslighting us.
No,
well,
it's
Caitlin,
something-
you should talk about how you moved to town.
she's producing for us. How about we use our producer and get some answers
Okay.
before we just move on?
Okay, listen. Try as we... Oh, wait. Okay, let me get down to
Don't
it.
get some mouse.
Come on, do not AI us right now.
Do not AI overview
Actually, let me
us.
read the AI one.
No,
Oh,
it's always
The-
wrong.
The AI one's good. Okay. The rule that you shouldn't wear white after Labor Day has multiple origins, including in the late 1800s, people would wear white during the summer because they could afford to leave town for the holidays. See, this is the one I've heard. White outfits wouldn't get dirty while working, so wearing white was a sign of being upper class.
Yeah, that's what I said.
that's kind of what you said.
Yeah. So but there's other explanations.
Oh,
Labor
really?
Day marks the end of a summer and warm weather, so it's no longer practical to wear white. So that's why other people believe,
Right.
Okay,
Mine
so,
just went to fat
so it
people.
goes to show it really
As
doesn't
it
fucking
often
matter, and
does.
you can wear white whenever you want.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah.
I thought that was kind of serious when I was a kid. When I heard that, I was like, oh shit. Like, you can't wear white after Labor Day? I was like, fuck. But wait, when even is that? I need to make sure.
Danny, you want to drive with me in an hour to meet somebody to pick up
What?
some tree with me?
No, we have a movie.
What, at 7:30?
Yes, Mama.
Do you think we'll be done in 30 minutes?
I don't
No,
know. Let's not talk
we're
about it
not.
right now because shit is going on in the poker tent, you
You're
guys.
right. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get my Larry Cherry on.
So, back in the day, in the past, we had a tradition on Memorial Day to go camping in Mammoth Lakes. Just the men. Women weren't allowed or invited. I don't know why.
Well,
Call it
because
misogyny.
This
It is because
it's a tradition that's been
misogyny.
going on since before Mom, and it's not like something our family started. It's like been going on forever. It's like a spearman
I mean,
tradition.
not forever. It's over. It's dead.
Well, I mean, I know, but it had been going on for a long time.
Yes, the misogyny started a long time ago. Yeah.
It's not something our family started.
Yeah, but they kept the misogyny going.
They kept it going for sure.
They kept it
Until
going.
I stopped it. So listen. Okay,
I
so
don't
we
know if you
normally
stopped
have it. We normally go camping on in Memorial Day weekend, which is in May. Do you guys know what Memorial
all
Day is?
all the men.
What are we
It's
doing
the
on
last
Memorial
weekend
Day?
of May.
While the women stay
But
home.
what's the holiday?
Okay, this isn't a pop quiz.
No,
asshole.
I really want to know.
You tell us. I really want to know
we're
what you know.
remembering all of our fallen soldiers.
I just fist pumped her. I think that's right?
That's what I would have said.
Okay. And so around COVID time, we just stopped going. Like the tradition kind of just ended, right? Like after
Yep.
COVID, we just like haven't been back. So since
And
2019,
we stopped doing it with the girlies too. We
I mean,
stopped
Mom
everything.
probably did something or
Mom
something.
probably went like 1 year or so, well, maybe a year or two to go celebrate.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you guys didn't really mention the girls would always get together
Yeah.
and
'cause
just like kind of hang and watch movies.
Do
go
girly things,
swimming
go to
and get
tea.
nails
done
Okay, it used to
and-
be more extravagant when we were younger.
Well, it's also just like everything looks better and through a kid's eyes too.
Yeah.
True, but no, I feel like all we did the last few years was sit around and swim at Maria's.
Well, yes.
And go to get your nails done. That was it.
Mhm, yes.
Big fucking
But I'm
fatties
saying
couldn't
we
leave
at
the
least
house.
used to go like see a movie, go to tea,
Mhm.
go get our nails done.
Yeah, when mom used to
Spill the
charge, mom used
tea.
to charge things. When
Yeah.
mom stopped charging things.
She's
Yeah.
real fun.
Yeah, no, but things used to be way more lit when we were younger. And then the finale used to be going to go swim at Aunt Melissa's. Before Maria had a pool, like, sometimes we'd go out and swim at Aunt Melissa's, which was fun.
Yeah, so, and then COVID ruined everything, as we know. And my dad was kind of like, just not into it anymore.
Oh, well.
He's just like, oh, whatever. But he.
Fat and lazy.
Yeah, a big fucking fatty.
That's what he said. He said he was too fat and lazy and no motivation. And he was tired.
Okay. I was like, damn, bitch, he listens to this.
No, I'm pretty
Um,
sure he said that was
yes.
the reason, one of the
But
reasons.
he, we always would invite other people, but one of the groups going was my dad's like very close childhood friend, Bruce, and his young
Sons.
boys. And so they never stopped. I don't think. I mean, maybe the year of 2020, but they've been going like they haven't really stopped. And so did
Which
they
is
go?
wild.
But they don't. Did they change it to Labor Day, or it was?
I
just
think they were
this
just
year?
double camping this year.
I think so. I can't remember. I don't know. But long story short,
Shirt.
we after we went to Zachary's wedding, Zachary and Riley's wedding, who is our dad's
Fire.
friend. Who
Fire
goes to Mammoth.
wedding. Basically, first wedding
Um,
I ever been to.
Yeah, did we talk about it on the pod? I don't know. It was just
I don't
a
know,
few
but it was
months ago.
fire. Yeah.
And so just
The
kind of
drinks
us
were flowing.
reconnecting. We were like, we should do something. And then I don't know if that's when it like happened or not.
I feel like it was.
I feel like it was.
It was.
I was
Bruce
like,
was like, well, we're going
Well,
camping
Bruce
Labor
was
Day.
like, I already have my campsites reserved for Labor Day. You guys
Yep.
should come. I'm pretty sure that's
Yep,
what
something like
happened.
that.
And we were all drinking heavily the old fashions where I was.
The
I was like,
Ophelias
sure,
were
I'll go
flowing.
champagne.
Yeah, and the
I'll go
Frankies.
camping.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
basically just slaying the White Claws.
And so it kind of it turned into this kind
Big
of
old
Memorial Day,
camping
but
trip.
new Labor Day tradition.
Because it was still
Um,
the same campsite they usually go to during
Yeah, we went
Memorial
to the
Day.
same-
Horrible campground.
Horrible. Let's shade Sherwin Creek campground
Horrible,
hard.
horrible. This is something we can
Pooters,
shade
pooters.
hard.
Okay, so first of all, pit toilets.
Pit
Ew.
toilets,
Flies
flies pecking at your
everywhere.
ass, pecking at your
Oh
ass.
girl, I was
The
so
smell,
worried that
unbearable.
one was literally just
And
gonna
go
get
up your asshole. Yep.
inside of
just
me.
all of a sudden you stand up and it gets caught in between your cheeks.
that-
Boom!
A few of them.
A few of them.
One's inside. There's some in the crack. It's-
Yeah.
No, I was like, what is going on down there?
That's
I just
why
had to,
most of the time I was just squatting.
so that they could still fly out like
Yes.
Yeah, I would just squat.
not into your hole.
Yeah, I would squat.
No, I fully sat on that
I was
thing.
sitting
No,
on the I was
I
sitting on it
sit on
hard.
thing.
I squatted hard unless I had to
hated
try
it.
to shit.
I
The
hated like
smell is-
seeing the poop like
the mound.
mount. Yeah, so, like
So me, mom, and
I didn't look at the mounds.
or you never looked
You never
down.
I mean, I looked down a little bit, but never like.
girl, it was so plainly right there. You could see the flies just buzzing right
and it was
there.
like, whoa, like that's just.
I
Like,
know
a
it made me.
big old
It made
pile
me
of
think
shit.
of like flies. Like now, I'm like,
I will
if
never.
a fly ever lands on anything near me, any food or anything, it's done.
Oh my god, it's done.
It's done.
Well, no, that's not impractical. You're gonna throw away your whole plate of food if
Any
a fly
of
lands
any
on
of
it.
the food that the fly got near.
Yeah.
You're gonna
I
throw
will
away
scoop-
food if it.
If if a fly lands on my hot
If
dog,
a fly
I didn't know
hands
that
on my
could-
dog, I'm pinching off the part it landed on. After seeing what I saw, yeah.
I mean, that makes sense to me.
Girl, you're a big fucking fatty. I think you're forgetting about that.
Girl, think about those Krispy Kremes
No.
with the bee-friendly ones.
What do you mean?
Talk about bee-friendly downfall. You know
What do you
him.
mean?
The bee-friendly Krispy Kremes in Mexico, where they open their doors to the bees and let the bees fly all over their donuts.
Why
Yeah.
do they do that?
Because
They're
have you seen it,
bee-friendly.
right? They're
Yeah.
bee-friendly. It's a thing, girl. Look up bee-friendly Krispy Kreme. It's crazy. Just like 10, 15 pull it up right now. Show her. 10, 15 bees buzzing on your Krispy Kreme original glazed donut.
Why?
Because they're
keep them
bee-
out.
What do you call it?
Bee-friendly Krispy Kreme.
Oh my god.
Girl, I can't believe you haven't seen these videos. I've seen so many.
No.
It has become bee-friendly.
Mexico opens its door to bees, as sugar and sweeteners help to prevent their starvation and attract them to carry out pollination. These vital insects pollinate 80% of all crops and fruits.
Are you sure they just can't keep them out?
Yeah, they can't keep them out, so they said, why fight them when we just join them?
Look,
Would you eat those, Allison?
I mean, I've seen bees around like candy on like carts being sold in the street.
Yeah.
That's different because what are they going to do?
have you seen the women with
But-
the agua fresca and their
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, and they're just scooping, and
Yep.
the bees are getting drowned.
Yep.
Oh my God, I might still drink it though because bees might not be as dirty as flies.
I mean,
Flies
think
are
about it. We
disgusting.
eat honey.
I mean,
They make honey from
they're
their
drawn
fucking-
to flowers. I don't think they're drawn to shit
To
like
shit,
like
yeah.
flies are.
Yeah, bees
Oh.
like the bee movie.
No,
they
I
never
know.
covered that.
We eat honey. Hello.
Hello,
They make
I love
honey.
honey.
They
I
make
love it.
honey.
A hot honey sandwich.
And think about it.
I'm
When you
there.
eat honey from areas around you, it's supposed to make your allergies better. So basically, they're helping their immune
Oh, and bee
systems.
pollen? Talk
bee
about
pollen.
it.
Yeah,
Bee
that's what I'm
pollen?
saying.
Yeah.
Those donuts are actually like kind of immunoboosters.
Hey, they might be on
Hey,
something.
hey, that's better
No, I feel
than
like-
goddamn flies. Could you imagine you see flies all around?
Oh
the
no, you would not be going to a fly-friendly Krispy Kreme.
Oh, no.
There's just
How
shit.
is that health code though?
Yeah, I don't know. It's not.
Maybe
in,
there's
it's
not a health
in the
code in
United States.
Mexico.
Okay, so back to the camping trip, Labor Day.
Oh yeah, we were roasting Sherman Creeks.
we left on a Saturday, stopped at some Nations for breakfast. And,
That was fire.
Yeah, that was fire.
Breakfast burger.
And then we were on our way. Beautiful drive through the
Beautiful
mountains.
drive. We took 2 cars. We took my grandpa's truck, and then we took my Subaru.
Yeah,
It was great.
Caitlin and I kind of drove.
Took turns, yeah.
Yep, I just sit in the
On
back.
the way there. No fighting, I don't think.
No.
Not on the way there.
Not on the way there. But on the way back.
Yeah, Caitlin pooted it up.
Allison pooted it up because she couldn't sit up straight for a couple hours
Wait, what? She couldn't sit up straight?
in the truck. That's why she.
Because I didn't want to not smoke.
Okay, you guys, we're not to that part of the pod.
Exactly. So beautiful drive through. Got there, set up camp, and we were informed that we were going to have to move campsites the following day. And
Well, I already knew that.
I already knew that too.
Okay, whatever. I mean, for the story, you guys didn't need to say that or correct me, or like we could have just went along with that.
Yeah. So since we booked our campsites,
Big
we
fucking
booked our campsite
fatties.
later than we should have. You know, this was like a last minute thing, so we had to like book a campsite one night here, book a campsite one night here, and so we had to move our entire campsite. It was horrible. I will never do that again.
Yeah, it's like camping twice. We literally camped twice, basically.
Pitched all our tents twice.
Yeah.
And the yurt.
We did everything twice.
It was unreal. I was so tired.
Yeah, and all to stay at this crappy campground where the hosts were
Was-
constantly on our asses.
Oh, constantly. It was like
They were
every
like-
day.
Because we had 2 campsites, us and then my dad's friends, a friend had theirs, and they like came over to ours for like a little bit, like when we were first got there to like say hi or whatever.
First night.
And then the campground host was like, y'all need to go back to your campground and make sure you put away all your food because there's a bear around here. Like there's a bear and she will come and eat all your Pop-Tarts.
This was midday, too.
And there was like people all around.
There was people
Yeah.
surrounding their entire campsite.
And like that was just one of like many times they pissed us off, and it was just like,
You're going to need to get your shit. This is when he cursed.
was it?
He cursed. This was when he cursed. He said, you're going to need to get your shit. and you're gonna need to run up there and get your shit. And then he apologized the next day for his demeanor.
Yeah.
He apologized the next day for his
Well,
demeanor.
we're
But
never
we're
saying
not
that
past that
Sherwin
night though.
poops.
But that night we had brats and chili. Thank you, Tracy. Iconic. Chili was very flavorful.
Yes.
And the brats were like raw. They weren't like partially cooked. They were like nice. They looked like nice big brats, like nothing I ever seen before.
You love a raw brat.
The raw brat really impressed me. It was very flavorful too. It's so good.
Yeah.
She cooked them for us though.
Oh no, we didn't eat them raw.
Yeah,
But
no,
the
don't
first
worry.
night, we played a little poker. We played some poker.
Did we?
Yeah, we did.
That was my best night. My
Yeah, the
heaviest
first night.
Oh, for real?
I took in hella money that night.
Yeah.
Dang, you're
Yeah,
right.
I lost bad. I lost almost all my $10 that night.
Yeah, so
I tripled it.
talk about your guys' like poker experience. I mean, because it's kind of a tradition for us. So like, I'm used to like playing every year, but like, had you guys played beforehand?
I'm a little bit.
I've played.
Felt like you guys were pretty, like didn't remember much if you had played before.
I feel like I
Boo!
remembered a
I
lot.
feel like I was better than some people at the table.
What do you mean? I remembered a lot.
I won a lot.
I mean, like a lot of the games you guys would be like, okay, wait, what's this game? And I'm like,
Yeah, and you know what? When we play again next year, I'll be still asking the same question. I'll be
I've
asking
played.
because I suffer from brain fog.
I've played multiple
girl,
times.
don't I know it? You don't gotta tell me.
I've played with Steven in the living room before. I've played many a times in the living room with games with
I was
some of the
up
boys.
in my money, so I think that would tell
And-
you something.
That's pretty much
Oh,
it.
were you?
Yeah.
Right.
What about you, Allison? How did you end up?
Not up. I ended up down quite a bit.
How much? Just
I
like
don't know,
$5?
like $30, $15, $20.
I was up 4 big ones.
I was down like
$4.
$30.
$4, yeah, but at one point I was down like 15. So I think
I
what?
didn't count mine. I need to count mine.
But the first night was a very early night. Me and Caitlin were not ready for that.
Oh, everybody went to bed.
Everyone went to
Oh
bed
my
at 10.
God. I couldn't believe it.
Everyone went to bed
at
at 10.
Yeah.
I mean, also we're wired, so we went
We were
into
wired.
town.
We were like, what the fuck are we going to do? We slept, like,
like,
the
what
hell?
are we gonna do?
We
what
went-
are we going to do now?
We went into town, rolled up a couple blunts, and watched Love
Then we
Island.
rolled up the blunts before we left.
Oh yeah, yeah, we were
We rolled them up in the poker
in
tent.
the poker tent. We were thinking.
And then we rolled up we rolled up 2 blunts, and you rolled up 2 joints that you later smoked. But we both packed our own blunt, rolled our own blunt, but Caitlin actually rolled mine. And then we went into town, and we got a large soda from the local Carl's Jr. The plan was to hit the Carl's Jr., smoke the 2 blunts, then go back around for a little snack. Because I
Carl's
wasn't ready for food yet, but Caitlin was. But I was like, let's just get a soda.
I wanted food. She was like, no, let's smoke the blunts first.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. So we got our soda. We smoked our blunts.
Matter of fact, we got our soda. It was soda water.
It was soda water. We had to go through the drive-thru again.
Sprite?
We had
It was
to go-
supposed to be Sprite, and it was soda water.
Oh,
so we
God.
had to go through the
Kill
drive-thru
yourself.
again and ask for Coke.
And
it was
Caitlin
actually
made
really
me
good.
drive through,
Yeah, because I was embarrassed.
and I was mid cramping, my side cramp bad,
yeah.
and but that was a premonition for the night.
Oh my God, you're right. You should have got some mustard.
I had a terrible, terrible side cramp, and I had to go through the drive-through fighting for my life trying to get this soda.
Okay. So we
Smoke
parked,
the blunts.
smoke our blunts, watch at least an episode of Love Island. It was
Yeah, we
so
watched
good.
quite a bit.
We watched quite a bit, and then we drive through the drive-through again. Guess what?
It's
Sorry,
closed.
we're closed.
Sorry, we're closed. You can't have a chicken sandwich,
Even though the light was still on.
even though the open sign was
Open
on.
sign was still on.
But was it closed?
It was closed.
Well, they said.
They
like
said
I mean, like
it
was
said-
it like 10:30 and it was like
it
No,
says
it was like
11:30.
11:30.
it was like 11:30. We thought it was 24-hour because the car.
What?
Most
Carl's
Carl's
Firehouse
Juniors
are
are 24-hour.
I don't know much about CJ's.
I guess in like a small town like that, it makes sense
You know,
to not
why
be
in the
open.
world would it be 24 hours?
We
Oh,
thought
shut
it
up.
was
We
the-
were just
new.
magical.
we thought it was our magical Carl's.
So
So we
you
got
were
in
But
the
cursing
luckily,
her name.
I had to
No,
few
I-
fruit snacks.
I said, "Girl, it's okay. I'll eat this fruit snack on the dash."
yeah.
It's like,
I
"Girl,
had,
Oh, God,
remember,
I would have been cursing your name.
we had smoked 2 blunts. I was happy. You know, we
Yeah.
went back to the side. We had the hella giggles.
we had hella giggles.
Hella giggles.
Because Caitlin decided she needed to freshen up right before bed, which I don't understand.
Yes, I decided to give myself a deodorant bath.
She literally bathed herself in
I put
deodorant.
deodorant on all over.
weird.
And Allison goes, "You just covered yourself in bear bait." And she's hella mad at me. And I'm just dying of laughter.
Girl, I couldn't believe it. I
Girl,
was
how
so pissed.
dangerous and thoughtless. You're just gonna
Oh.
like make yourself vulnerable for you and your sister,
Caitlin.
your little
I wasn't
sister.
Yeah.
thinking- I wasn't because they told us that they had just had campers the week before who left deodorant in their tent, and the bear was trying to get them get through the tent to get the deodorant.
Yep.
So that's why we said no deodorant.
So that's why people told you and made you aware of
I
this
forgot.
problem.
Matthew was literally sleeping with the deodorant in his tent the whole
He
trip.
said the first night.
Okay, well,
No,
no.
I had deodorant in my tent too. Because I
See?
was like, I need it in my tent. That's where I'm gonna put it on.
Oh my God, Allison. Allison would have killed you if she knew that. And then we got to our tent and we saw a Slim Jim wrapper stuck in the window.
Yep.
And we had to figure out how to get it out because
Yeah.
Allison was terrified the bear was going to be gnawing.
Trying to get the Slim Jim wrapper.
It was like from like last year, we think.
Yep.
I'm dead.
But yeah, that was the end of the first night. But Allison woke up. Tell them about your cot, Al.
Oh, God. My cot is huge, 600-pound rated.
Allison, what are your ideal sleeping conditions? Pillow top, right?
Yeah. So I had never slept on a cot before. I go to lay down. 5 minutes in, my hip goes numb. my hip starts hurting.
Hip dysplasia.
Hip dysplasia. I'm like, whoa, what?
You're like not 5 minutes in.
No,
like,
I literally
what
was like,
am
I was
I
like,
gonna
what?
do?
I was like, what? I was like, no. And then I like, okay, I go on my back. 10 minutes later, back dysplasia.
Boom.
Boom. Go to the left hip. Maybe it's just the right hip. Boom. Hip dysplasia number 2. I couldn't believe it. I start alligator rolling all night. I try to start alligator rolling, just flipping every 5 minutes like a rotisserie chicken, trying to get comfortable.
Girl. I literally am
And-
just over my bed snoring. Just
Caitlin's literally
out.
knocked out, and I can't believe this. I'm just like, okay, Allison, like, just okay, like, mind over matter. This is like training for hell. Like, this is
Whoa.
this is mind over matter. Like,
This is
this
a
is going
test.
to the military training. Like, this is like when you have to sleep on the floor. Like, this is endurance. This is something you've
Instead
never
it's a
had to
cot
do.
in a-
This
in
is
a
something
sleeping
you've
bag.
never had to do before, and you have to overcome this.
Basically the military.
You're literally such a princess.
And I'm just trying to mind over matter. I finally get to sleep. Boom, I try to flip. I try to flip over. Boom, side cramp. Side cramp, freaking out, trying to move around. And then I like move my leg or something, trying to like move around. Boom! Left ankle foot turns in. My left ankle turns in and I can't move it. It's like a foot cramp I've never had before. It's not like one of the normal foot cramps that's on the bottom of your foot. This one is like an ankle cramp. Like a whole ankle cramp.
Are you crying at this point?
Oh,
When do I wake
I
up?
start standing up. Yeah, I start to stand up. I probably start crying right about here. I stand up and I'm trying to get it to stop, because usually if you just stand on your foot cramp, it's done.
Yeah.
It's done. This one was none like before.
It had you Irish jigging.
Yes, I was like, and
I wake up and I'm such in disbelief. She's crying and standing up, shaking, and I'm just so confused. And she's like,
Jumping up and down.
She's like, Kaylin, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
Yeah. I was fighting.
She said she wanted to kill herself.
The second time, stop.
That's too real.
The first time, and then finally I did something that I can't remember, but I like moved it slightly and it stopped. And I was like, oh, I couldn't
And
believe
then you
it.
lay down.
And then I laid down and I was like being really, really careful and mindful of it to keep it like straight.
Yeah.
Like to keep it straight.
Like, I
and
can't have
stuff.
that happen again.
No, I cannot have that happen again. Later on, I get back to sleep. I roll over again. Boom, another side cramp. And then I'm trying to fix it again, Boom! The right foot does the same thing! And how is it doing the same thing? Something I've never had done before. It's doing again, but on the right foot.
Show them what you're doing with your foot. It's like
It's like turning
in.
in. It's like
Yeah.
turning towards the other foot.
Oh God.
And I can't stop it. And I like try to put it down and it won't go down.
I do vouch for this. She was like standing and like looking at her feet, and she's
like
like
hella
cramped.
flex.
She's like trying to flex it, and she's just panicking. And she's like, I don't know what's happening. My feet, my
It
ankle.
was
No, she kept
terrible.
saying my ankle, my
Yes.
ankle.
It was terrible. I couldn't undo it. I couldn't undo
And I was
it.
getting so annoyed because I was sleeping good. And I just want to go back to
You're
bed.
like, girl.
I was like, girl, you need to calm down. I was like, relax, breathe.
when you're just laying there.
Yes,
Breathe.
I never got up.
Breathe.
I never got up.
And you literally were able to go back to sleep so quick and so good.
Boom.
I was sleeping like a baby.
And I was
I love that
fighting.
cot.
I love
And
that
I was
cot.
fighting for my fucking life.
Girl, like, what was the problem?
I don't know. Something about the elevation got me cramped up. Or that cot got
don't
me
think
bricked up.
so.
I don't know.
Bricked up.
I don't know. Girl, I'm not
Girl,
a
you
man.
need
It
to
doesn't
drink-
work.
I think you were dehydrated too.
I don't know. I never
You
got
get leg
properly
cramps
hydrated
from-
on that trip, though, so I don't know where it could have got it fixed. I
It
barely
was
drank.
Probably the mat, the miracle mat Mom got you the next day. But before we get there, how many hours do you think you actually got sleep?
Okay, so I woke up at 6 to go pee. I went.
You just squat right outside the tent, or did you walk to the
I
bathroom?
took Caitlin's car. I took Caitlin's car to go pee at 6.
To drive to the
To
bathroom.
drive to the bathroom
Because we were actually kind of far the first night.
at 6.
Right.
And then
Wait, was that when we drove together?
no, 6 o'clock. I go pee. I
We
come
went
back,
all together at 7 o'clock
And
in your
then-
bonnet.
and then I try to go back to sleep. And then everyone gets up at 7. We all go at 7. We all go back down. Then we get back up at 10. I barely slept though.
So like 3.
But I got up at
2,
9. You actually got up at 10.
5.
I bet she got like 5 hours sleep.
Maybe like 5.
Okay, well that's doable.
It was so delirious. I was like, that was terrible. And then we had to pack up.
Oh God. Yeah, we had to pack up to move.
And
to the
Caitlin kept
other
trying to
campsite.
sleep. And I was like, girl, it's hot in here. You have to eat. We have to pack up.
And I was just trying to sleep. I said,
I was like, how are you sleeping in here?
It was like
How?
hot
This
box.
is my hell. I was so pissed. I was like, just get up.
I know. Caitlin's a good sleeper.
I'm a really good
She
sleeper.
never, ever, ever had to worry.
I bet I could almost sleep on the floor if I had to.
Yeah,
Like if I had to.
I'm sure you could. So
I
Because I was
couldn't.
legit like super comfortable.
I
in the
would
cot.
way rather sleep in like a terrible Rubbermaid chair sitting up
Oh,
than
yeah,
on the floor.
Yeah, I could sleep in a chair, no problem. Yeah, so we woke up the next day. We had to pack up and go to another campsite, and it was horrible. And the boys have so much better stamina than me and Allison.
And the boys also had a tent that they could just walk over.
Yeah, they didn't have to like take it down. Ours like had poles, so we
We
had
had,
to
and
take
it
it
was,
down.
and ours was way bigger too. It was like way heavier, impossible to walk over.
I was getting really, really fed up and pissed
Oh yeah,
off at
Danny had to sit in
everyone.
the car for a while.
Yeah, Mom kept going, be nice to Danny. Just be easy on Danny.
Well, because this was
It was just,
after
like,
the night.
overwhelming.
She was like, he's almost in tears.
It was a lot. It was a lot, and it was really kind. It was like kind of
Dad
shocking.
really had to step up that day and do a lot of the work.
He had to step up the whole trip.
Yeah,
For real.
with that
King
pair of
for that.
shorts.
I know.
Same pair of shorts the whole trip.
Same underwear.
Probably.
He was wearing the same pair of shorts. I was like, this reminds me of the T-shirt at the rib cook-off. You know that boys wear like the same white T-shirt. Like
Yeah.
it's giving that. Ideally.
I can't believe you never showered.
Oh, we showered, you guys. So there was no showers at our
Caitlin
campsite.
showered twice.
But we drove into town where there were different campsites where they had showers, and I showered both days. We were there.
Yep. So second day, ate breakfast, moved,
Moved
camp,
camp.
realized we
went-
didn't have the poles for our poker tent.
Me and Caitlin took some belts.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
Can of belts.
Yeah, they got us really good.
They're
and
fast
lit.
acting too, and they got me really lit.
We were playing poker during the day.
Yeah, and then the other party decided that we were gonna go to pizza. Or I think the plan was to go to pizza, but then like
The plan was
plan was-
always to get pizza at least one night, and so
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
we just decided that night.
and then did they ever end up going to the brewery?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know.
We got pizza. It was good. Caitlin really wanted these pepperoni bites.
And were they not bomb?
They were bomb, but
They were the only thing that
Allison
was
and
gone.
Allison and Tommy were pissing her off. And she
Yeah,
had
well,
to
they were like,
switch
no,
tables.
Caitlin, you can't get your pizza bombs. I was
I
like, they're
never
the only
said
thing
you
I want.
can't. I
I was
never
like, they're
said
the
you
only
can't.
thing I want.
I never said you can't. I just said, wait, it kind of is just like pizza, though.
Yeah, wrapped up in bombs. And I went over to Dad's table and I said, Dad, the only thing I want is pizza bombs. And they said, I can't
Well,
have
of
them.
course,
And
if you
Dad
say the only
Dad
thing you
said-
want is this,
Dad
of
said,
course
you
you're
can
going to
get
get
2
it.
orders of pizza bombs.
And we probably should have.
I said, one's enough because that fatty, none of them want any at the other table. He said, well, I want one. I said, well, we'll share the pizza bombs at this table. Something to the effect of that.
Yep. And then after dinner, it was an early night for me.
Yep.
Some people are just.
It was an early night for me, too. There
hella
was
annoying.
no room in the poker tent for me.
Yeah, I literally was in bed by like 7.
Someone was really rude to Danny, and so Danny had to go to bed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, really hurt Danny's feelings.
It's just hard when you're in like such a big group, like so many personalities. It's just like there's gonna be some,
Especially when it's unexpected ones.
Yeah, and people who think they know it all.
Oh.
boom.
Um,
So me and Danny both laid in our cots for hours and hours that night.
literally.
I watched 3. I think I only watched 2 episodes of Love
I was
Island.
watching hella TikTok.
Me and Tommy had a few drinks.
Yeah, Allison
were
and
in the
Tommy had a
tent.
great night. I just laid in my bed.
It wasn't the
pissed
best
off.
night. The best night was when we all played poker together, for sure.
Woke up refreshed because I had been in my cot for 14 hours.
Yep.
Right.
You did. You woke up
And the
really
second night, how was
refreshed.
that for you in the cot? Al?
So the second night I had a really thin mat, but somehow it worked. Somehow it worked.
was
I
her
also
miracle
think I
mat.
had a few drinks before I went to bed.
No, it wasn't the drinks because the next night was good too.
Yeah, I also had a few drinks the next night too.
Couldn't have been the drinks. Allison, you remember the first night? Yeah, that was just your miracle mat.
Yeah,
It was just a thin.
I was
little
not expecting that mat to do anything. I thought I was gonna just go. Bloop.
It was a thin inflatable mat,
Yep,
And it
Self-inflatable.
absolutely slayed
and
you.
it slayed her
it did
Girl, you got to be thinking, Mom.
just enough to keep that hip dysplasia
just
away.
enough to keep it away, at bay enough. I mean, it wasn't comfortable.
What was your cot set up like, Danny?
Oh yeah, your first night. Tell them about your
Oh
first
yeah,
night.
the first night was bad because I was using the cot I used when I was like 15, and it's mighty small, and
Nothing like the big ones.
no room to alligator roll at all.
It's just like choose either back or hip.
Yeah, it's bad. And so luckily my mom brought an extra one, so I got to use that one for the second and third night, and it was better. I mean, still not the best.
Did you have a mat
of my
or
life.
anything, or just
There was.
sleeping
I
bag?
had like this little cotton one.
The one from your original one.
Yeah,
so? Me and
It
Mom
wasn't
were the
that
only
great.
ones raw dogging it.
Yep.
Everybody
I
else had
guess
mats.
No,
so.
mom, dad didn't have a mat.
Dad had a thin mat.
Did he?
I think so. There was a leftover one. You didn't bring it. It just
He probably didn't use it.
You're right.
I don't know, but we played poker that day too a lot. The game with Tracy,
That was day 2.
I believe so.
Tracy took a big L.
I'm pretty sure because I have a picture of her playing.
The pot got really, really big, and she lost all her money.
On
Yep.
Monday. Are we on Sunday?
Monday was our last day. We're on Sunday.
Okay, yeah.
I wonder
Fine.
if your followers like poker.
I wonder. No, we're on the third day.
Yeah, we're on the 3rd day.
Oh, we are. Yeah,
Labor
we woke
Day.
up. We woke up. They went to town to shower.
Yes, I woke up at like 8. I was like, I have to shower. No, didn't we shower the day before?
I showered both days.
Yeah, me and Caitlin showered on Sunday, and then you and Tommy and me went to town to shower,
On
and
Monday.
then me, you, and Mom and Kate went to town to shower later in the day. We went to. I went to
Right,
showers
right.
twice on Sunday.
Yeah.
Monday.
Right. And it just, I was so jealous every time we went there because the sites we were at were like totally doable. It was like, why aren't we here?
Electricity, plumbing,
Yeah, real
showers.
toilets. No, like I
One of
can
them
never
even had a
do
pool.
that.
One
Yeah.
of them had a log splitting station.
Bless you. Bless you. Yeah.
And one of them, the gays go over
Labor
Memorial
Day.
Day weekend. I mean, yeah, Labor Day weekend.
Labor Day.
Yep.
So
So
it's like a sign.
we need to show up.
Yep.
Next year.
Yeah, Tracy lost a lot of money. That was wild. Loved that diva walk off moment. I would have done the same thing. Yep. Okay. So this game that she lost a lot of money at was 727.
That one gets
And
heated a lot of time.
That was the same game.
It's basically a blackjack, you guys.
Blackjack split pot going for closest to 7 and 27. And face cards are half a point.
And the pot always gets really big with this game because it takes a long time.
Especially, yeah, it takes a long time.
So the pot always just
And
gets
there
pretty
was
fat.
2 highs, 2 lows that were staying in it for a while.
Yeah. And Tracy, our queen, she I don't think she plays a lot of poker. Right?
She plays blackjack.
Was she going high or
She
low? I
said
don't
that?
even remember.
High.
She's going high.
She
And,
felt it in her bones. She knew she was going to win, and she would have.
She just had to keep taking cards because she kept getting really low ones. And all the while, she thought that the person she was playing against, had it for sure. But turns out they were majorly bluffing. And Tracy kind of gave up before she even busted, I think.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. She could have taken
just
one
was
more
getting
card.
annoyed because every card was either a half a point or it was 2.
And
or
everyone
something.
kept telling her to fold.
Yeah, and her husband, who was giving her money,
Even outside people, too, were
was
saying.
yeah, everyone was looking I wasn't saying nothing. I was like, Queen, you do you, it don't matter. And basically, when everyone showed their hand, and it turned out that the person that she was going against was bluffing majorly. Tracy had her beat, even when she wasn't super
Who was she
close.
going against? I don't even remember.
Taylor.
Man, I was sitting there and I'm already forgotten.
Yeah, Taylor was hella bluffing, and because she was really confident, it low-key pissed Tracy off hard, and she was like, "Oh yeah, well, I mean, I'm never playing with you again." I mean, she didn't say that in the tent, but she said that later.
Airing her business.
Airing her business right now for you guys, and yeah, it was just really heated, and
We thought that was going to be the most
entertaining.
heated game of the trip.
Yep.
Little did we know.
Little did we know that night was gonna just all bets are off.
So, dinner that night, we had spaghetti and
Kahlua
Kahlua pork. And then after that, well, before that, me and Danny had already started drinking. We had some mimosas
Yeah,
and
mimosa
started drinking some
party.
claws.
Yeah, after dinner we rolled up.
After dinner, we
got one of our friends, Matthew, to hit the blunt.
Yep.
That was pretty great.
And then Tommy started drinking. We brought out the bottle. So we started taking shots. And
this video.
I don't even sound like myself.
You were putting on a voice.
In my head, at least.
and the night was young.
It was fun for most of the night.
It was really fun.
That's when I won my money back.
I
that
wanted
night.
it to keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows? I probably would. I probably.
You could have been way more up.
Yeah. So basically, are we just gonna get to it?
Yeah.
Let's
I mean,
get
we
into
played.
it.
Yeah. But what? Well, yeah. We're not. We played poker with Tracy, and then we basically just played poker all night. And
Yeah. We played a game of life with Ryan.
oh, that was good. I won that one because I was so tired. Oh, that's right, because I was losing all afternoon, and I was like, Ryan, I need to play something I'm gonna win.
Yep.
And I
And
was like,
he
I wanna
got
play
that.
life, and he was like, let's play life. I love
Yep.
life.
Yep.
Ryan's the oldest. He's of the Camerons.
He's the
my
same
age.
age
He's
as
the
Kate.
same age as me. So we got that bond.
And for a long time, you guys gave the same vibes.
What?
How? Same
No,
vibes.
they didn't.
Not same vibes, but kind of you guys both weren't into drinking a lot when you were first into 21.
I guess. Yeah, I'm still not into drinking.
No.
Yeah.
He
but
drank more on the trip than I did.
He did.
He did.
He did.
Fucking
I'm just
drunk.
saying it's really cute. You guys can get along very well.
I love that guy. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
you guys can get along very well.
Ryan is one of the sweetest Camerons. Just like
Oh, just
a smile on his face.
exuding just sweetness.
just happy to do anything.
Yep.
I
Happy
could
to
have
be
said I could
there.
have said any game, and he probably would have been like, "Yes, I love that
Oh
game."
yeah.
But yeah, we played live.
Even if he didn't know how to play, he said, "I'd love to learn to know."
he
Yeah.
was never sad when he rolled a 1 or a 2.
Yeah.
Just like
Which
Probably
he was
excited to
getting.
get an
He was
action
getting.
card. No, but he got to retirement first.
he got to retirement first, even though he rolled
He
a
was
bunch of
kind of
small
eating
ones.
though.
He should have won. I thought he was gonna win.
I thought he was gonna win too.
I don't know how I had more money than him.
I know he didn't have a
Cheetah,
lot.
cheetah.
I didn't cheat though. It wasn't even the bank.
You won a few spin to wins though.
I won 3 or 4 spin to
Spin
wins.
to wins were bomb.
Spin to wins were 200,000
Anyway,
each.
I won life, and then we played more poker, and I started getting up, which was great.
Yeah. Period.
And then we were playing with. So who was playing poker that night? It was the 4 of us.
Four of
Yeah.
us plus
Matthew.
All the Camerons there.
Or not Matthew.
Cameron boys.
Matthew,
Zach-
Zachary, Riley.
Well, Matthew left early.
But he was there for a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matthew, Riley, Zachary,
Yeah.
Taylor.
Riley. You said
Kyle.
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 And that's it.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of people playing poker, so you can imagine the pot. The pot was getting fat all night.
Yeah, it was.
What? We were playing 727 now?
Yeah, it was. The last one was 727.
Okay, so yeah. On
So
the
basically-
last round of poker, I dealt 727, the game we were playing earlier with Tracy, the blackjack game. And basically
You should have dealt Texas Hold'em.
I know, for real. I don't even know how to explain the story.
I
'cause
got
I
it.
can't really remember like
I got it. Okay. So
the
basically,
events. It was all so crazy. Lots of smack talk.
a few rounds start going. Okay, first off, to even get your first card, it started with 25 cents from Taylor. Boom, 25 cents, first card. Whoa. Okay.
How do you remember that?
I see, we all pull cards. I see who's going low. It's me, Riley, and Taylor.
Diva's going low.
Diva's going low. We go a round of betting. I pull one card maybe. Not even. I look to Riley. I go, "Are you in this? You're in this, right? You're in." She said, "I'm in." I said, "Okay." I folded. Soon after, all the siblings had folded. They had all decided.
Yeah, I folded pretty early.
I folded pretty early because I could tell it was a pretty passionate hand.
Yeah.
They were all pretty it was
Yeah.
getting heated fast.
Everyone was putting their
Well,
their
because
game
I
face
think a
on.
lot of people some people thought they were eating from the very beginning. So basically, all of the siblings are out. We're all out, and Ryan had folded too.
Yeah. So this is Zach.
So it's
and-
just Zach,
and
Kyle,
Kyle.
Riley, and Taylor.
Yeah.
Riley, Taylor going low, Zach and Kyle going high. And Zach still had a good ways to go. So he kept trying to build. And Taylor, $1.50. Zachary, $1.50 raised 5 cents.
Constantly
Uh,
doing max bet.
And then Riley raised $1.50. And then Kyle raised $1.50. And then just constantly getting just like round after round after round
Yeah,
of
because our
that.
max was like.
$1.50.
$1.50, so they were
$1.50.
always doing max bet.
And
But
then
I was
and then
stealing.
raising.
It must have been $2.
Mm.
But I think we just assumed it. I think we kind of they just said 150.
Because they were always
Idiots.
doing max bet 150.
Oh, I hate that max bet.
So kept doing max bet, raise, max bet, raise. It kept going.
Yeah, everyone keeps kept
All of a
raising each
sudden,
other.
we just see a little. I'm not going to get into details, but I just saw some hubbub going over there. Some miscommunications about some cards.
With who? With Kyle?
Kyle and Riley, and basically, just they had some miscommunicate. Like some people weren't.
Well, Kyle didn't know how to play the game
Okay.
very well, and Riley was trying to help him.
I was trying not to say that.
But that's just the truth.
That's just the truth. Riley was trying to be helpful and trying to be nice and trying to teach him. And that's where
because
things started going
didn't-
wrong.
He didn't know face cards were half a point.
He thought they were 5 points.
Yes.
Yeah.
So once he realized he was counting his cards wrong, he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna start taking cards now." And then the
Right.
game
Yep.
started taking way longer.
Yeah,
'cause
and then
he
it
wasn't taking
continued.
cards.
He
He
wasn't
wasn't
taking
taking
cards,
cards the
and then
whole
he all of a
time.
sudden,
Good.
started taking cards.
Because he had taken a few, but he had stopped.
Yeah, I
at a
think
certain
everybody
point.
had stopped.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then he continued.
And then the max bets kept going
Kept
and
going
going,
and
and the pot
going.
kept getting bigger and bigger.
And then Riley was basically like, "Come on, Kyle. Like, I feel like you're just building the pot at this point."
Yeah,
Like,
and he was the only one taking cards.
yeah.
And the
He-
game's over when nobody takes a card. So like it was just him trying to get to 27.
Yeah.
And
If Riley had never said anything at the first point, the game would have been over. He would have lost
I know.
and whatever. But basically, he kept pulling cards. And when Riley had said, like, "Come on, like, let's just end this. Like, you're just pulling cards," Kyle told her to get out the tent. Yelled. She said, he said, "If you can't handle it, get out the tent." Twice, in fact.
So the game was heated, if you can imagine.
And then he pulled one more card,
Busted.
and he busted.
A big old
Bustiana,
fat 9.
Big old
old
fat
bust.
bust. And
You can imagine how he took that.
he walked out of
He
there.
walked out of the tent.
He said, "I hate this game." right? Didn't he? As soon as the 9 came up, he said, "I hate this game."
He lost. So who ended up winning that game? Zach and Taylor.
Zach and Taylor.
So Riley unfortunately lost, but her husband won.
So they broke even at least
Yeah.
for sure.
I
And
think we're-
Taylor came up big.
but we're
big.
missing a few things that were like said low key. I mean, I guess we're
We
not
don't need to
really
get
gonna
into it. We don't need to get into it, but
But yeah, it was just
Long
heated.
story short, Kyle just pissed us off, all of us off so hard.
so hard.
And
Because we just felt bad for our girl Riley and a few other reasons.
yeah, I felt bad for her hard. But shit went down in the poker tent, and Kyle's not invited next year.
And me and
Hopefully,
Allison
well-
were initiated as one of the boys into the
Well,
mammoth.
yeah,
into the
absolutely.
mammoth.
Yep.
You know what I hated about it?
Farts.
The farts.
Yep.
Oh my
farts
god,
were
the
crazy.
farts were insane.
You're lucky you weren't in there the first night when Zachary was
Really?
farting.
popped her head in the first night and could barely breathe.
Yeah.
Who?
Mom
Zachary.
did.
Oh,
Zachary
I
kept
never
farting.
really smelled it.
You must have had your mask on.
That's what
I'm bringing a gator next year.
Girl.
Girl.
We just need proper ventilation.
A
Like,
gator
our-
for using the bathroom for sure. If we're using that bath, if we're going back there to see our poots. I mean,
What's a gator?
a gator.
It's like the.
A mask?
It's like the mask the Republicans wear.
oh,
it's
yeah,
like a
yeah,
buff.
Yeah,
Is a buff.
yeah. Bandana.
Yeah,
Not a bandana.
like a buff, like a survivor buff.
Okay.
That's a gator.
Okay, so and then after that, we had to smoke heavy in the car before we went to
Heavy.
bed
Oh
because
my
it
god.
was like 11:30, I
It was
think.
11:30.
And we were like, well, we can't go to bed quite yet. We need to smack talk
And we
to
were
little
drinking
people
too.
and kind of process everything that happened. And yeah, we smoked heavy, and then I got this video.
I told you we could get. I told you, Allison. I wouldn't lie to you. Good night. Allison, how was the trip? 10 out of 10. 10.
You should just play it.
I am playing it.
How was the trip? 10 out of 10. Who is it? 10 out of 10? How was the trip? 1 out of 10?
Oh,
Yeah, 1 out of 10? What is it? Is that the scale? Yes, probably like a 4.
yeah, I knew it. And then the next morning, I took this picture.
Yep. Right before me and Danny had a little crossover moment.
Yeah, I was about to.
Show the photo of me.
I think I was walking
Out
out
of the
and
bathroom.
out when you were about to walk in.
Yeah.
And then I just waited outside for her.
I feel like I have to shit.
Okay, do you guys hear about Mo? Well, anything else about the trip?
Yeah, it was shocking to hear that they left before we even woke up because they couldn't face us.
Boom.
Who's
Yeah,
Mo?
Kyle and Matthew left like hella early, before I even got out of bed,
Mm-hmm.
and they couldn't face us. But we said goodbye to Riley and
Oh, yeah, we're
Zachary
excited
and
for us to
Tracy
do-
and Bruce.
Riley
and
wants to come to
Ryan
the next
and
party.
Taylor.
hmm
What's such a delight seeing all of them, especially Tracy, my queen, and
Oh, Tracy icon diva
she's
moment.
just such an amazing woman, and I hope those kids really cherish her.
Oh God, I hope they cherish her hard.
I
I think they probably cherish her by not making her cry all the time.
You should take some pointers.
You should too.
So did you guys hear about?
You make
Mo?
mom cry the most. Who's Mo?
Are you ready?
Who's Mo?
You guys didn't hear when they're killing all the firstborns. So then Mo's mom put him in a basket and then put him in a river,
I hate you.
and then okay, so
No,
they're
no,
literally,
no,
they're
no,
literally
no.
killing. No, seriously, they're killing all the firstborns, and so his mom has the bright idea
To put him in a basket
to put him in a basket
and put him in the river?
and ship him up the river.
Yeah.
What did she think was gonna happen?
Listen,
He
that
was
story
gonna
actually didn't happen.
drown.
That didn't happen, actually.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Christians are so delusional. She put him in a basket
It's
and
just a
rode
story.
him down the
It's
river.
just a story.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and then you're telling me he landed at the Queen's palace?
Well, with
What-
my luck, I would.
What kind of Disney storybook
They made-
princess tale is this?
Prince of Egypt
There you go.
makes a beautiful
There you
story,
go.
and that's why.
I'm just saying, like,
So, anything else in conclusion? Now that it's over with, what would you give it out of 1 out of 10?
what the
The
trip?
trip.
It was fine. It was probably like a 5.
Yeah, I would actually. I would absolutely say.
I just kept thinking, I'm like, this is how I'm spending like 4 days off. Like,
If we didn't have to move twice, it would have been
The moving
better.
was. Okay, I think you really moved me down. I can't.
The moving
The moving
ruined.
was horrible.
Was horrible.
It made me put me in such a bad
It
mood for
ruined an
hours.
entire day.
It ruined hours.
an entire day. What do you give it, Al? 6.
10 out of 10.
No way, you're crazy. 10 out of 10 is like Vegas. You like this as much as Vegas? No.
No.
Okay. Before we set off, have you guys ever had a migraine?
Danny?
Because
I don't think so.
I am so blessed to never have experienced it.
I mean, I've had headaches.
I've had like a headache, but I would never call it a migraine.
Danny,
I think migraines are like piercing.
I have to take medication twice
So
a
have
day.
you had one?
I
What do you
just
mean?
started to get
Caitlin
one
used to not be
earlier.
able to see because
I know,
of
but I'm
them.
asking for like the audience's sake.
Yes, Danny, they're miserable. I have to take a medication twice a day, every single day to keep them away.
Oh my
And it gives me brain
God.
fog. I was talking to Tracy about it. She said she went on the medication. She had to quit it because of the brain fog.
Right. So how do you?
That's
fix-
great that
how
she
do you
can
fix
notice
migraines?
brain fog.
I know. I was like, how do you notice brain fog? Girl, I'm a constant brain fog. I am scared, girl. What is normal brain fog and what is medication brain
So
fog?
does it really hurt? Are you light sensitive when it happens?
Yes. It's really hurt and it makes it so you can like barely open your eyes. It makes you nauseous and sometimes it makes you dizzy.
Okay, so what is it comparable to? Something that I've experienced.
An excruciating headache where you can't open your eyes
Okay. Well, I don't really know.
with
what all
a stomach
that's-
ache at the same time.
Ooh, okay. But like, is it
So,
as
like,
bad
being
as like a
hungover?
leg cramp? Or maybe like a broken leg?
I don't know. It can be excruciating.
Okay. And when was your last really, really bad one?
A couple of months. I haven't had them in a while.
That's what I'm talking about. I hope you guys never get them either. Nikocado weight loss.
Wild, crazy.
I can't. I'm
can't even
already.
get into it.
I'm over all
What's
of
with
the
the
discourse
parrot
already.
coming back though? The like,
Mr. Noodle.
yeah, like He
Yeah,
hasn't-
he's using him in the videos
but
because
he hadn't been using.
He
them
used
in
to
the
use them
videos.
when he was healthy.
I know he used to use them when he was healthy, and then he stopped. So what's the symbolism?
Because he's
it's
back.
because he's trying to trigger people to make them think that it's like old Nick, back when he was vegan.
Do you think so?
I mean, yeah, low key.
But you saw him
he's
doing the
had-
apple dance,
Yeah.
so it's not. It has to be
current.
current.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, I know, but
no,
like,
it's totally current. You could see his neck. He got surgery.
I know. Wait,
you think he
what?
went on
No, he
Ozempic?
didn't.
Yeah, I think he got his neck.
Like skin surgery.
yeah, I think he got skin
No
surgery.
fucking
You see a
way.
line down his neck right here.
Do you think he went on Ozempic?
I don't know.
Probably.
Probably.
I hope
But-
he doesn't balloon up again because can you imagine how hard on his body it would go?
Well, he is.
You think he is?
Oh, he absolutely is. You don't think so?
I don't know. That would be really
Why
sad.
would he
He's just
stay
gonna
this
do
size?
a constant cycle.
I don't know. I mean,
He says he's going to keep doing mukbangs, right?
I think so. Yes.
Well, he used to do
did a
healthy
mukbang in the
mukbangs.
video. He ate a whole plate of black bean ramen. I watched the whole. I didn't watch the
Yeah.
whole thing. I
just
watched
saw
like
him on
half of it.
TikToks, just videos.
No, he ate like a normal Nikocado avocado portion of noodles.
Uh-oh.
That's why I'm like, I just everyone being like, oh my god, like he this is so good for him. Like everyone needs to lock in. Like if he can do it, you can do it. I'm like, like that's
nope.
not what Nick is doing here. That's so far
He's trying
off.
to be a fucking
than like
goof.
why he's doing. He's not. He didn't do it for health, and he's not trying to like promote like
Health.
Like wait, yeah, I don't think so.
if
I
he was
think
trying to
he's just-
promote health, his first video wouldn't be a mukbang.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's just doing it for clout,
Yep.
That's really
which
sad.
is. I mean, which is.
What if he kills himself?
Girl, I'm
Like,
gonna,
I mean, like, what if he dies from like hurting? Like,
I don't know.
Oh.
I think he's fine. I just wonder what's Orlin doing? Are they still together? Like, what's the deal with Orlin? Is Orlin fat?
what's up with Jelly Bean Sweets?
What do you mean?
She's
a feeder.
She's on her Nikocado shit.
She's a feeder for sure, huh?
Yeah. Confirmed.
What do you mean?
She's a confirmed feeder.
Is that a bad thing? Is being a feeder bad?
I don't think it's good.
I mean, get fed, girl.
Girl, I would be sad if you turned into a feeder.
Oh!
I'd be crying.
Or a feedie, you mean?
Yeah. Feedy.
A
If you
feedie,
just
yeah.
like turned all your content into just mukbangs and just eating all day. Oh, girl, that would be so sad.
I know, but we don't. It's not confirmed that she is a feeder.
Haven't you seen the screenshot?
When's the last time she did a dance video?
Haven't you seen the screenshots of her being like, yeah,
She's
buy
a
anything off of my wish list and I'll do the custom video.
I know that. That's a little weird. But I don't know if it's not my place to judge her.
No,
so.
I know. It's just scary. and sad.
All right, y'all, I need to get ready for work.
Thank you guys so much for joining us for another episode. We love you for watching. And if you want an extra video a week, head on over to our Patreon where we do smoke sessions behind the episode. Lots of dabbing.
Skip this week's. It's too saucy.
Oh. Yeah.
If anything, that's going to entice you to want to subscribe.
Follow us on Instagram. And we love you for watching. This
Bye.
is for New York.
Young and pretty.
I'm riding the subway. Riding with people. Up in Harlem, down on Broadway. You're no tramp, but you're no.
Caitlin, no.
It's over.